Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to learn one of the Selenium Java interview question, how to create custom exception class and throw it in a specific scenario. So in Java, you can create a custom exception class by extending the exception class or in the subclass. For example, to create a custom exception class, let's say you are working in a Selenium project, you want to create custom exception for any scenario. So suppose if you are validating the page title. So in web page title doesn't match the expected title, right? So that time you need to throw the custom exception. Get the title and validate. If the title doesn't match, then throw the custom exception, right? So we can write the code for that. First, I'm just creating a class for test exception. Here, what I said, as I said before, first we need to extend the exception, Java exception class. So we can extend over here. Extends exception class. Right? This is a Java exception class we are extending now. Now here we need to create a constructor. So constructor will be public constructor. Here I need to pass the message. Right? So here inside that I'm saying super message. So why constructor over here? Whenever creating the class, this constructor should call, right? So whenever they're creating a class, object of this class, right? This constructor will be called with this message, right? That's where we are creating a constructor over here. Now here we need to create one of the method. So we implement a method. Here you are expecting a specific page title and throw the custom exception if it doesn't match, right? So for that we can create a method public static void verify, you can say title. So simply you are verifying a title. Here we need to pass WebDriver and we need to say message, expected title. So I can say string expected title. So now here we need to say expected title. Okay, inside this method, what we are going to write? Inside the method, we can say string actual title. Actual title equal to actual title will be coming from the website, right? Driver dot get title method we are going to call. So this will going to return you the actual title. So actual title is not equal to expected title. Then we have to throw the custom exception, right? So here we need to write a code for condition. We need to check whether it is an actual and expected title is equal or not. So for that we can say if. So here we need to say not equal. Why? Because we are throwing the custom exception. If it is not equal only, we are going to throw the custom exception. So we can say actual title dot equals we are saying expected title. Actual title, if it is not equal, then we are saying we need to throw the new custom exception. So I can say throw new exception where we have created a text exception. So here only we are creating a class. So throw new test exception. Here you can add any whatever the message you want to throw, you can add over here. So simply I am saying expected title. Expected title is this one. Right, so expected title is this one. And I want to say actual title. Actual title. Actual title. So that I could able to understand what is the difference over here. What is expected one? What is the actual one? If suppose if it is not equal only, it will going to throw the exception. Right? So now we're coming into the main method. So here I can say now we're coming into the main method. So here if it is saying add throws declaration. So this is also test exception only we are going to add. Fine. Now in main method, what we have to do? We need to create a we need to call the driver, right? So driver navigate to the URL. So that we have to do that. Driver equal to new probe driver. So here we have to say driver dot get. Here we need to pass the URL. So which URL we are going to pass? So maybe I'm just going over here for the Google page. So here I'm saying, so I just wanted to navigate to the Google page and we need to get the title, right? So expected title. So what is that expected title? Expected title we need to get. So string expected title equal to expected title will be Google, right? So this is what your expected title. So now here what we have to do, we need to go to the try catch. So in try, call the verify page title method we need to call. So I'll explain one more time, don't worry. So now I'll just go with try block. Here in this try block, I mean if it is, we need to call this method, whatever the method we have created, we need to call. So I'm just calling this verified title. Here we need to pass the driver, comma, expected title. This expected title also we need to pass because that's what argument we are given over here. So whenever you are calling this method, you need to pass driver and expected title only. Fine. So now what we have to do, I'm just going. Here we need to say catch block. If it is the exception, if it is exception is there, we need to go to catch block. In the catch block, we need to say, we need to call. So in the catch block, we need to call the test exception class. This is what we have created, right, for throwing exception. So we need to call this test exception class over here, right? So now here we need to say, you can add any message saying that page title mismatch. Okay, mismatch exception. And also you can add get this T is a variable of this one. You can give any variable name. I'm just giving this variable name T dot get message. So this is going to get the message from the test exception class, right? Fine. So now we'll see how this is working. So what we have done so far, we have created a class. We extended the Java inbuilt class of exception class, right? Here we have created a constructor. Here we are passing a messages. Why? Because whenever we are calling this, creating an object of this class, this constructor will be called with this message, right? So now for validating, we have created a one method for the verify title method. Here we are passing a driver and the expected title as well. Here we are, saving that actual title from driver dot get title method. So here if it is not equal, then we are throwing a new test exception. This is we have created our own customized exception we have created. So whatever the things you want, you can add a message, expected title, actual title. Right, you can add any message over here. Now in main method, we have navigate to the launching the browser, navigate to URL. That string expected title we have given, and we are calling the verify title because verify title only we are validating it's a equal or not equal. Fine. Let's run this. We'll see how this is working. So if it is equal, then it's not going to throw you any error, right? So now let's see. Because if we have added a exact value, so now this is not going to throw you any error. So let me change this expected title with some other value. So now I'm just giving an invalid one so that it's going to check with that condition. It is not equal. So if it is not equal, then it is going to throw you the exception. Let's see. See now. Execution over. I'll show you that. See page title mismatch exception. Expected title is this one. Actual title is this one. Right? This is the way how to create an exception class. Right? You can go with the any scenario for your customized exception you can able to create and you can use in your project. I hope this is going to help you. Thank you.